Hi, it's me. I'm back from the dead, and Hytale's back from the dead. So let's talk about that. Now, for returning viewers who are excited to see me not dead, hey, I will address the elephant in the room later, probably in another video, but I'm gonna yap about Hytale, so give me a minute here. And also forgive me for low quality video. I got reasons and excuses, which once again I'll talk about probably in another video. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Broken Mini Fridge. I've been playing on Hypixel on and off since the server came out, essentially. My status and Hypixel says I'm a 12-year veteran, so that's a long time. So I've been very excited about Hytale coming back from the dead, and now we've been getting at least some sort of news or update or content from it pretty much every single day since then. My friends range from not caring at all to being like, it's interesting, I guess. I don't know why you're that interested in it. Like, I have one friend who's like, I'm gonna be honest, man, I haven't even looked at any of the Hytale stuff you've sent me. So, I need to get this out of my system because no one I know seems to care. So I'm gonna yap about Hytale, and you're gonna sit here and listen, or don't. You can leave if you want, but you know, those are just my thoughts on it as someone who's played Hypixel since the server came out and is familiar-ish kind of with how they do things, although it's completely separate teams. Simon is leading the Hytale development, and Simon is John Hypixel himself. So I have pretty good faith in him. Well, I've been looking forward to Hytale coming out ever since it was announced and I found out about it. I think it was announced before I actually started making YouTube videos in the first place, and one plan was to make Hypixel content until Hytale came out and then switch into that because, you know, Minecraft, Hypixel, both very saturated with content, which makes it difficult to get anyone to pay attention to you when you're just some random person with 10 subscribers to their name. But with a new game coming out, I'm thinking I can be first in the door and then, you know, be one of the first people making content on it. But if you're aware of what Hytale is, or at least the journey that it's been on, clearly things went wrong somewhere. The game spent a very long time in development hell because of them their main reason was them switching engines like midway through development and then getting stuck on that and just Riot sinking a bunch of money into it for years and years, and then they're like, yeah, this isn't going anywhere anytime soon, so we're just gonna cancel it. And then it got canceled after, you know, barely giving us any information every single year. It's like one blog post a year, essentially, maybe two if we're lucky. But hearing it was canceled was a bit of a bummer, because, you know, myself and a bunch of other people have obviously been looking forward to it. There's a whole community for this game that isn't even out yet. That's how much people are interested in this. And for good reason, too. The game has tremendous potential, a lot more than most other games do, just because of the mindset that the creators have for it. They're basically giving everybody the development tools that they use to make the game, and they're just like, here everyone, have these, make a bunch of mods. That's the idea. And looking at some of the tools and stuff, it's a ridiculous amount of stuff that's got a lot of ease of use. Like, it's truly impressive. Very few other games give you this much stuff. I think Roblox is one, and Riot wanted Hytale to be a Roblox competitor, and that's part of the reason that they made the engine switch in the first place, was to take it from just a PC game to cross-platform, even on mobile, and clearly that didn't work out very well for them. But now we're going back to just PC. That means all the devs can just focus on making the game and not a brand new engine for the game. And looking at how much progress the developers have made ever since Simon bought back the rights to Hytale, it's ridiculously fast. Now, I'm not a game developer, but I've been playing video games long enough to get a general idea of how fast developers can usually work on something. I've taken classes on game development, This is impressively fast for I think they're a team of 50 right now. Part of it is just because of the old engine, which is what they're working off of, not the new one that Riot made. All of the tools are built into it already for making it. They're the modder tools essentially, and that's also what they're making to use the game. I already said this, but they can develop the game while playing it instead of having to test something out in the game and then shut it down to write a few lines of code and then relaunch the game and then see if it worked. They can just do that on the fly. It shows in the progress of how fast they're going. Part of the reason I've been so excited for Hytale is because of the potential that the modding gives. You could essentially, if you wanted to, make your own games inside of a game, which, you know, has been done before in multiple different games, Minecraft especially, but never with this much ease of use that they intend to give people. Now, there's some angry people on the internet, or just hateful people who are like, well, why play this? This just looks like a cheap mobile ripoff of Minecraft. Or I could make Minecraft look exactly like this with mods. And to that I say, okay, go make Minecraft look like that. Minecraft's more expensive than Hytale is nowadays. Minecraft's like $30, I believe. Hytale's coming out at $20. So if you somehow don't own Minecraft, then Hytale is straight up cheaper than buying Minecraft and then modding Minecraft to make it look like Hytale if the Hytale experience is what you want. Now, some people think Hytale's gonna kill Minecraft. That's as optimistic as I am about Hytale. That is not happening. Minecraft is too big and too known and too rooted in people's childhoods to ever fully die. I mean, it's the #1 most sold game of all time now. I do hope that Hytale will inspire some healthy competition because Mojang devs have been slacking a little bit, it feels like. Another thing I'm looking forward to is the fact that it's not a survival sandbox like Minecraft, it is an RPG sandbox. And I love RPGs. Some of my most played games of all time are RPGs. I believe on Steam, 5 of the 10 of my top 10 games are RPGs. There's lore that they already have for the game. They've shown a little bit of it a long time ago in old blog posts. But I'm a big sucker for lore. One of the main reasons I'll play most games is because I'm interested in the story. So I'm looking forward to how the lore of Hytale develops. Something else that they're doing that I like is they're gonna have a dedicated team of developers that their entire purpose is to make the game feel cozy. Now, Minecraft can feel cozy. It sometimes does, but I think a lot of the coziness that I have memories of from Minecraft is, of course, blinded by nostalgia, but it's like from old Minecraft. Like, maybe, I'm probably just because I'm older, but it doesn't, modern Minecraft doesn't hit the same in the coziness factors anymore. I mean, sometimes it happens, but not really. The coziness level in an RPG can go a long way in keeping people playing the game. They're also giving creative mode a ridiculous amount of tools, like basically a world edit for Minecraft. They're just shipping that in the game, vanilla. People who are like, oh, it's just modded Minecraft, will be like, well, that's just world edit. I could download world edit and do all that stuff. But what 8-year-old who wants to build stuff in creative mode in Minecraft is gonna know what world edit is and then figure out how to download world edit and then figure out how to use world edit? That's not happening unless this is a child prodigy. I wish I had an easy use of I wish I had some world edit comparison when I was 8 playing Minecraft. I believe it did exist at the time, but I had no idea how to get it. Now, I'd still love to make content on Hytale. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go with early access, since what's coming out in early access is exploration mode, which isn't even like the adventure mode with all the lore and story and stuff. It's basically just Minecraft, essentially. Not that I enjoy comparing the games, but it's hard not to. Um, and then also creative mode, which I used to have imagination and ideas, but now I'm old, so a lot of that ain't in here anymore. So I might do like a survival playthrough, or at least give my first impressions. The easier thing to make content on, given my experience, would be waiting for servers to come up. The developers do intend to make an official Hypixel server equivalent for Hytale, but they've said that is not their priority. So I'd say that's probably at least 2 years out. A very cautiously optimistic 1 year out, but probably not. I've seen other people already brainstorming server ideas, which is bold given the only thing we have access to is information and then also the 3D modeling. But I'd love to see some big quality servers come out pretty early on in the early access. That would be nice to see. As far as final thoughts go, I am very optimistic for what Hytale is going to turn into. The developers, especially Simon, are very open with their intentions and the information and what they're currently working on in terms of progress, which you don't see that much from developers. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of transparency compared to some other developers. Now, I have been burned by being this excited for games before, like Starfield. That was unfortunate. Cyberpunk, at least Cyberpunk turned out being really good after years of updates after launch. I try to temper my expectations, but it's very difficult not to. At least with this, we know this is going to be early access. There's going to be bugs, probably crashes, but I'm no stranger to early access games either, so I know what to expect. So with my expectations at early access game, maybe a little bit higher than that, I'm looking forward to Hytale, and I hope you're looking forward to it as well. Thanks for listening to me yap. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video together. All the thoughts are jumbled messes and out of order of whatever you hear them in, and I might add extra stuff after this recording session. I should have written a script, but I didn't because I'm lazy. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for content, probably, hopefully. Bye!